Energy from Japan and from Greece, Japan, and maybe you can leave it, yeah? Because I'm sorry, he said that, Stuart said that he doesn't have any pictures on slide, but I'm really sorry because I don't have any prepared slides.
Oh no.
Actually, okay, I am going to maybe start with my excuse. I had some resolutions that I had to submit, and I had to commit it, and at noon, until this noon, it was on fire, and I have another workshop there until 4 o'clock, so I'm really sorry about it. But anyway, actually, three of them got all of my points, so actually I have nothing left to say. So I'd like to share a little bit about my personal experience. So I am one of the, as Stuart said, social scientists, right? And for us, inside the relationship between being a social scientist and a politician or a member of social movement or political movement, it is very, very difficult. And in my case, after researching social scientific issues, I reached a conclusion that I must be Korean. So this is my conclusion as an academician. And I'm not sure it's right or not, but this is my personal case. And what is interesting is that I learned green philosophy through in the country where there is no green party, which is Costa Rica. As you might know, Costa Rica doesn't have armed forces. They abolished their armed forces in 1948, and they are not very popular for its ecological effort as a country in the politics. For example, now they accomplished almost 100% renewable energy electric generation, and which is really, really green, right? And why don't they have green party? Because they don't need it. I mean, yeah, of course, they have many political parties, and from the right to left, and everybody agree that they must not have armed forces anymore, and they shouldn't exploit fossil fuels anymore, and something like that. So from right to left, so they don't need Green Party. But of course, it's not our case. So when I found that firstly in 1992 when I happened to enter to the national parliament and meet with the secretary of president, and I was surprised very much of what she said. And she talked about the growth in 1992 as a secretary of president. Wasn't it surprising? And I was so amazed because at that moment, at least I didn't know such kind of words, or I didn't imagine such kind of idea came from the mouth of the politician or high-class bureaucrat or something like that. So 10 years later, I joined to the green political movement in 2003, and in coming year 2004, I ran candidacy for the upper house elections, but in vain. So I'm here right now talking to you. And the let's see. I'm sorry, I'm so unprepared. And one of my focus is philosophy. So I was invited to join to another political party before joining Green Party. This was a secret, so nobody knows about it, but I reveal it right now. And it's a kind of socialistic party, and I agreed with each kind of their politics or policies, but I was not sure. But I couldn't agree with something philosophical thing, and then I met eventually to the people who are engaged in political movement, green political movement, like the cameraman here, Mr. Yoku. He is one of the frontier of the green political movement in Japan, and I thought that this is the answer because green is not only the political ideology, but also it's a kind of philosophy. So it's not all the group of people or group of a conjunction of politics, but it is kind of way of life as well, right? So that's my answer because when I talk to Costa Rican people, have you ever been to Costa Rica? Anyone? Great. And have you ever talked about the army with them? No? Okay. If you ask a question to any Costa Rican people, 100% of them answer that they must not have army. So that's the philosophy, right? And so what I wanted to say is that I lost my point. I think so the difference between Greens and other ideology is that it's not only the political one, but also something based on the personal belief of faith or something like that. And the other thing, the other difference between a green philosophy and the other one is that it doesn't grow by a top-down approach like an enlightenment movement, but it's a very bottom-up approach, like a grassroots movement. And when I wrote my book, this one, in 2013, I thought that green movement is something very spontaneous and simultaneous. I thought like that. And when we look around the Asian Pacific region, maybe it's the time for us to rise up spontaneously and simultaneously. So that might be the key from my point of view. And the other thing, again, I'd like to add the final thing, I'm sorry, that the final point of the growth of Green Party is just a will of the people. And it's not very academic, I know it. But when I researched about Costa Rica, how do they abolish the army? How did they accomplish 100% renewable energy, electricity or something like that? All I can see was the will of the people who accomplished it. Not only politicians, but also bureaucrats and civil sector, private sector, normal, ordinary people like us. They share the same common value and goal, and it is very clear. So this Global Greens Congress should be the very, very, how to say, that kind of right, moment. And so that's my story. Thank you very much.